Good morning. We're here. Oh, what's going on in the chat? Teresa's saying hello. Looking forward to this one. Let's highlight that. And yes, happy International Recruiters Day that we all found out yesterday. Woo, 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 woo. So, Stephen, we've invited you on stage if you're around, if you can hear us, because he keeps us on all the time. And then all of a sudden we start talking and he's like, "Ooh, who's that in the room?" So here, good morning, Pascal.
Although that was back when we were doing the daily workout. You know, I don't know if
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
It's still the same here as well. So good morning, Stephen. We missed a trick that we found out yesterday because we were doing book because it's International Library Week. But more important than that, well, is it? On a par, is International Recruiters Day. So I've managed to combine my post this morning with both, and we are happy for people in Meet Your Recruiter to do either. So we'll be still monitoring that hashtag and coming and commenting and liking. So Stephen, tell us all about International Recruiters Day, a day for us.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I must confess that it started as a bit of a joke, in as much as well, hold on. Years ago, of course, there's International Women's Day every year, and years ago on LinkedIn, Stacey Zapar in the States had mentioned, International Women's Day, and I said, "So what are you going to do for International Recruiters Day?" Just making it up. And she instantly repeated it to her 30,000 connections on LinkedIn. At that point, she was the most connected woman in the world on LinkedIn, saying it's International Recruiters Day. And I thought, oh, I better make a website. So I did. I got the hashtags, got the Twitter accounts, got the website, and of course the truth of it is in recruitment we do a very serious job. We touch the lives of thousands of people. We interview hundreds of people every year, if not every month, and it's very important what we do. But we don't always take ourselves seriously, and we don't often reflect on what we do. We just carry on with the job and hit the targets and do what we need to, and hopefully with a bit of sensitivity and compassion in the process. But I think we definitely should be recognizing the work that's done, because recruiters grease the wheels of industry. We help to bring about the circulation of job seekers from one place to another, to find the careers that they're looking for, to find the job that they're desperate for, to find the money that pays the bills, and we help to make that process happen. And it's not about self-congratulatory pats on the back, but just an appreciation that where we are in the landscape, where we are in the process, and recruiters do a really important job, and I think it should be recognised. And even if we have one day where we have beers and pizza to the office, or virtually over Zoom calls, then that's a good thing. So just a day to pause and consider what you're doing in your job and how that affects everyone else.
Well, I mean, that is perfect for Meet Your Recruiter Week as well, because it is all about showcasing the recruiters in our industry and getting their profile out there as much as possible to develop that. So thank you for bringing that to us, and hopefully everyone will be tagging that today. I know you've got I put the website this morning, if you want to put the link in to the details so people can read a little bit more about it. But we didn't know that original story, and like Vanessa said there, what a cool story about the origin. The fact that you could literally just go and do a website. Here she is. Happy
Good morning.
Recruiters Day, Vanessa. What are you up to?
Same to the rest of you. Stephen, that's such a cool story. I never knew the reasoning behind it. I figured with you it would be a little bit tongue-in-cheek to begin with, but That's amazing. What a great story.
Fantastic. Yeah. So what are you doing today, Van, for International Recruiters Day?
Well, I'm still having my breakfast. That's I'll tell you what I've already done today. It was, we've had a bit of rain here, and I've really had a great walk on the beach, which gave me the inspiration to post everywhere about International Recruiters Day, because I was thinking about what amazing things that we do as recruiters. So yeah, I'll just be celebrating that. I'm going out for a meeting later to meet with another recruiter. So yeah, it was going to be for coffee, but I'm thinking it might need to be for champagne.
What have you got on your mug, Katharine? Because there's always something interesting on your mugs.
Oh, this is an oldie but a goodie. It's my favourite mug. It's like a nice thin, like just a bit bigger than a usual cup, so I get lots of tea. And it's one of those interesting thoughts of Edward Monckton mugs. So it's got like a very early version of a smartphone on it. So it's like a BlackBerry. So that's how old this mug is. And it is the instrument of wonder. And on the back, there's like a whole little conversation between the phone and the person. So the phone says, "Look at me, oh human person. Am I not the answer to your every waking dream?" And the person responds, "A marvel though you are, you cannot give me friendship, love, and passion. You cannot offer true contentment like a living, breathing soul." The phone counters, "But does that soul have 97 functions and a megapixel camera such as mine?" And the person says, "Alas, it's true. No human soul can match your glory. Oh, instrument of wonder, how I love you. I want you with such passion. Please be mine."
Oh, that's wonderful.
Recruiters, have your phones.
Well, that sort of, not quite, but sort of links me back to the wonder that we are as recruiters, and the fact that we are always growing, we're always developing. I'm inviting other people on as well, by the way.
So Jodie did say that she was up for coming on today or tomorrow.
Who was?
Jodie.
Jodie, I think, is going to do challenge tomorrow, but Jodie, you are welcome today as well. So let's find you on the list. Because she's been through a real challenge. Oh no, I have invited her already. There you go. I was ahead of you. So the other message today, so I'm giving you the heads up, everyone, chance to go and find something behind you, is that it is International Library Week and therefore book day. So I've grabbed the one that I'm reading at the moment. I love old Ken Blanchard 1 minutes, whatevers. I'm an SL2 trainer. I train the 1 minute manager and leadership and the 1 minute manager and all of that. But I'm on mentorship at the moment. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. So just to grab one of the quotes that really hit home for me, and I should have had the page open, shouldn't I? Okay, bear with me, because this was something that I thought, yes, it really, really hits home. And certainly from a recruiter's point of view, we do make such a difference to people's lives. Here we go. In the words of an ancient Buddhist proverb, if you light a lamp for someone, it will also brighten your own path.
Oh.
How wonderful is that? Love that.
It.
So mentorship, the reason why I've got into it a lot more in the last year, I did one of our sessions, one of our Meet the Experts, and they quoted a government survey that had been done to try and learn lessons from when there's downturns. So they reviewed everything based around COVID, and they reviewed everything based around the GFC, the global financial crisis. And they came out with 4 key things. But one of the stats that really hit home for me was the companies that had mentors, the people that were being mentored were 4 times more likely to be promoted than companies didn't have mentors. 4 times more likely. But the kicker, the people that were mentoring the mentees, all these mentors, the mentor themselves was 5 times more likely to be promoted. So win-win on both sides. So if you've not in a mentoring program, if you haven't got a mentor yourself, I suppose I haven't got a specific one, but I've got 12 in the gym. I must admit, you guys, I lean on you. And
I'm sat here thinking,
and we lean on you.
We do. We all mentor each other. We all support each other. And we've got a couple of fantastic coaches, real coaches in the gym with Rebecca Shannon and Claire Davis on mental health and wellbeing, and Jo Phillips, the woman behind the woman. So certainly from a coaching point of view, we are definitely covered, and they mentor us. Anthony, I'm coming to you then. Are we going book or are we going International Recruiters Day?
Well, yeah, I didn't realise it was International Recruiters Day. So thanks, Stephen, for telling the recruiting gym to tell us all. So happy Recruiters Day, everybody. No, I can do it. Wouldn't be classy to try and sell my own book on Amazon on your platform, would it? So
stick the link in. We're happy to do that.
I'm a personal development books guy, as you can see behind me. So like my shout out really would be Robin Sharma. I don't know whether anybody else is a fan, but this is his back in the day book, Monk That Sold His Ferrari. Just
tell us a little bit about it. I'm going to focus you, Jodie.
This is his OG publication, The Monk That Sold His Ferrari. It's kind of the story of himself, really, of leaving his high-profile legal career to pursue kind of something more holistic and happiness wise. And going through the years, so his last book was the Everyday Hero Manifesto, and then topically this week, and it worked nicely with your prompts. Thanks. It's The Wealth Money Can't Buy. So his attitude is, you know, and going back to kind of gurus like kind of Tony Robbins, it's all been about mindset, but his mindset, health set, heart set, soul set, and he doesn't just think about kind of money wealth. Don't know whether you can see this, but the premise of the book really is that, you know, wealth can be family, it can be wellness, it can be service, it can be adventure, and I'm looking forward to kind of trucking through the 8 types of wealth with Robin Sharma. So if you haven't looked at his stuff before, like, he's been like basically my guru, my mentor, kind of all the way through. So,
oh my goodness. Well, that wasn't prepped, anyone, if you're wondering. Literally, Anthony's just turned up. And he was able to just go with that. Well, you were definitely the right person to pick there, weren't you, to be able to do that. Love that. And we've had Jodie join us as well. So, Jodie, if you want to share with us either International Recruiters Day or a book, depending on which you want.
Probably book, because I also didn't know it was International Recruiters Day. So it's really good to find out a little bit more about it. But I've taken a picture this morning of 2 different books. One more that's kind of helped me on a business professional level, and then one that's probably a little bit more personal. So I think I might share a bit about both, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So which would you prefer?
So the professional one that's kind of helped me is Gabby Bernstein, Super Attractor. I've read it quite a few times. I really like her stuff. I've also done her 21-day manifestation challenge with my director, Eloise, before. And the personal one is actually about Captain Tom. It's his autobiography. But although it's more of a kind of, you know, an autobiography and a personal book, it's a lot of his kind of messages and what he's trying to get out in his book could help in my professional life as well, in terms of the message he's getting across. So I think I might share a little bit about both of them.
Yeah.
Today.
So for those that don't know, because we are international, Captain Tom came to light for all of us during lockdown, during COVID. He was a 99-year-old war veteran that was walking his garden and walking, I can't remember how long it was now, but I think he had to do 100 lengths of his garden or something. And he wanted people to sponsor him for money to go to the NHS. He ended up, I think it was 36 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
In a couple of weeks, because everyone just got behind him and it just sort of went viral, as they say. And then he turned 100 and everyone was involved, and we just loved Captain Tom. Unfortunately, his demise was the fact that still during COVID, the family wanted to celebrate his 100th birthday. They took him to Bermuda, Bahamas, certainly Caribbean way, and he caught COVID and died. Isn't that awful? So, not a great end, but he got to 100 and he raised all of this money. So definitely we're going to go on that side. We're not going to talk about his daughter. So let me just another story. Yeah, definitely. It's one to look into. Oh, here we all are. Look. So here's the Meet Your Recruiter tab. Yes, I got me International Recruiters Day in there for you. There's Anthony with his book. Rebecca meeting her author, her book hero, on Tuesday night. Actually, we were just talking about Rebecca. There's Vanessa's. I'm looking for yours, but actually, there's a lot here with books. There's Claire with hers. Renu, who's not camera ready and not coming on today. Come on tomorrow, Renu. We've got Daniel with Bill Bryson. Goodness, have you? Can I just double check? Have you actually posted yours, Jodie?
Not yet. No.
I have mine either.
Love it. Okay, all right. Well, there's some great references here as well for anyone that does want to have a look for some books that would be relevant, that you think, okay, yeah, that's something that I definitely want to hear. So, Stephen, then International Recruiters Day.
Yes.
What can people do? Yes, post to celebrate it, but what else?
So in the middle of the night, I got a notification that a company in Melbourne I think it's RF Recruitment, are celebrating. They're having beers and pizzas in the office today, and leaving early to go to the pub. So in some people in the past have come to work dressed as their favourite recruiter from history. So,
You are just winding us up now, aren't you?
No. Seriously. Well, think about famous recruiters. There was Jesus and those 12 guys he hired, and so there are lots of people throughout history who you wouldn't point to them and say, well, they were a recruiter, but of course they were recruiting people. They were getting people to fall on them. They were building great teams. Steve Jobs would be a famous recruiter. He's obviously an industrialist, but he was putting together a team. Pure recruiters, someone who is in a TA team or in a recruitment agency, they rarely get the headlines. They rarely get the credit that they deserve, but are often behind some of the great moves in business history. So, in terms of what you can do to celebrate today, essentially no more is necessary than just slapping each other in the back and talking about war stories of what you've done in recruitment. The candidate that got away, the job that was really hard to fill, the assignment that you had that you kind of crucified yourself over and got it through in the end, or the thing that went catastrophically wrong. There are all of these stories in recruitment. Every single minute of the day has a story in it, and it's often the case when people are talking about marketing for recruitment. They say, "Oh, but there's nothing interesting happens here." There's people involved, so there's something interesting happening all the time, and we very rarely pause to consider that. And today, I think we can do. And if that's over a glass of Chablis, then all the better.
Yeah, let's celebrate what we do. Anthony, thank you for being so polite and not just asking, but is there an International Recruiters Day hashtag? We should be following this.
Hashtag IRD or IRD24. Also on the website, internationalrecruitersday.com, there's a feed of anything that's using that hashtag on the feed page. As well, if anyone wants to film a little video just talking about Recruiters Day, we've got videos from Neil Carberry at the REC. We've got videos from APSCO. We've got one that's just posted from Adam Gordon at Poetry. So little videos. I know you've done ones in the past, Angela, and Katharine, I think, as well. So videos or blogs or war stories, anything that you want to contribute, send it through the International Recruiters Day website and we'll have it posted.
Brilliant. And have we got a date for next year yet?
So it's almost always the first Thursday in April, so long as that's not April the 1st. It was bumped a week this year, which I think has confused a couple of people. So it was originally going to be last week, but usually, and next year it will be, the first Thursday in April.
Fabulous. Yes, because someone did post last week and I thought I'd missed it. So there we go. We're all a little bit confused this year, but we got there.
Excellent.
And we're all now on it.
Can I mention a book?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I very rarely read business books and motivational books and coaching and so on. But the book that I love more than any, and I read a long time ago, is by, the hi-fi shop Richer Sounds. So the guy who set that up, Julian Richer, his way of going about business was really unique. And I think it was because he hadn't read any other business books, he basically made it up as he went along. But it is profoundly inspirational for anyone starting a business in terms of building a team, looking after your team, motivating your team, getting targets, stacking them high, selling them as much as you can. In terms of retail, it's genius, but actually it can be applied to lots of other businesses as well. And I'd say especially recruitment.
Okay, right. Well, stick the link in there for that book, please. Any recommendations? We love this. My post today, I've tagged all of the recruitment authors that we've interviewed from the Daily Workout. So there's a good 20 or so there for you. And just to finish off then, Anthony, do you have a favourite of Sharma's book? Renu's asking...
On the spot, so I guess it's going to be like two-piece answer, like the Everyday Hero Manifesto is probably favourite so far, but it could be superseded by the new one. I'll let you know.
Wonderful. Let us know. Thank you so much, Katharine. Last day tomorrow of Meet Your Recruiter Week. What's our post tomorrow going to be?
Yeah, so the prompt is challenge. Yeah. So do with that whatever you want.
So Jodie, we're going to hear about your challenges tomorrow. Yeah,
that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for popping on. I love it when it's all impromptu and people just turn up. It's great. All right.
Have a good day.
See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.